Hello, 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 everybody. How are we doing? Welcome in, welcome in. What we got going on today? Is it still Prime Day? It is still Prime Day, all right. YouTube is connected. TikTok is connected. Going on TikTok world. YouTube horizontal, YouTube vertical. All right, all right. Everybody just joining in. Baby Marmar the third. What's up, man? I'm eating fries with my dog. Nice. Nice. It's a good way to spend a what is it, Thursday night tonight? Eating fries. Is the dog eating fries as well? What's going on, YouTube? Just talking about the Canon R6V. Did any of you guys buy it, pre-order it yet? Are you guys going to? Perry FX, what's up, Perry FX? How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? In USA. Perry FX, you're. Can I get an audio check real quick? Audio check 1, 2, 3. I think we're live. Yeah, we're good. Go to Canon rumors and check what's going on over there. I saw a lot of stuff today about the new FX series. Did you get that R6? I already have the R6 Mark III. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, the R6 Mark III, I already got that. There is a new Tamron lens too, so that's pretty exciting. Yeah, right here. The new Tamron. It's a pretty convincing lens. Pretty convincing lens for sure. And now that they opened up this Tamron lens, I think they had another Tamron lens, if I'm not mistaken. Bless. Thank you. Thank you. They had another Tamron lens already, I think. So now that Tamron has some RF stuff, they're going to open up a whole lineup of Tamron APS-C lenses first. Canon should have brought in power zoom lenses earlier. Sometimes the technology is not there, man. I think Canon's right on time, man. Canon is right on time. Taylor Dumont, thank you for the trophy. Appreciate it. What's up, Taylor Dumont? How are you? Yeah, I'm a little bit later than normal. A little bit later than normal. That's all right. I'll be back tomorrow morning as well. Get back on schedule. Did I watch the new? What's the new Disney show? Taylor Dumont, good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Just hanging out a little bit with y'all. Figured I'd spend the afternoon with you guys. Dragon Strikers? No, I don't. That sounds like an anime. I don't really watch too much anime, truthfully. Yeah, not too much. Would a vinyl or paper backdrop be better for my home studio? I plan on working with animals. I don't know. Paper you can like rip off. You can like rip and it'll be like brand new, you know? So you'll have some like waste there. Vinyl, if you can't wipe it down anymore, then the whole thing is ruined, right? So thoughts on the new RF 20 to 50 f4? I mean, I like it. I like the lens. I like the idea of the lens, but it's not a lens that I would buy. It's not a lens that I would buy. It's cool. It's cool, but I don't think it's not a lens that I would purchase personally. It isn't as expensive. It's actually pretty reasonably priced. Not gonna lie. I wish that it was, the only reason why I don't want it or wouldn't consider it is because of the f4. If this was an f2.8, I would have definitely made an effort to buy it. You know what I mean? I definitely would have. I like the size of it. I like everything about it except that f4. Any new info on the R7 Mark II? Nope. Yo, truthfully, if I were to guess, I think they're going to do an R7V. I think they're going to do an R7 Mark II and an R7V. But no new data. I'm just mad speculation on that. That's just a way out there speculation. The 10 to 50 f2.8 version just got announced a few hours back. 10 to 50 f2.8 as a zoom for Canon. It's not on Canon rumors. Usually stuff like that is on Canon rumors. Yeah, if it's not on Canon rumors, I don't really trust the source too much. What source did you see it on? I'm happy with anything as long as they make a battery grip for the R7. I mean, the battery was pretty, it lasted pretty long on the R7. Hi, what do you think about the Songra 85 1.2? I don't know what that is. F1.2s are cool though. Yeah, F1.2s are cool. Sir, have you ever used an EOS 5D Mark III? I've never used them, but the 5D Mark III is a good camera, and the 7200 f4 pretty decent. How do you like the new R6V? I liked it. I shot with it yesterday. It's very good. Yeah, it's really good. This is it right here. It's very nice. Very boxy. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Can you take photos on the R6V? Yeah, you definitely can. You definitely can. Boss, I learned photography. I can't afford camera. Okay. You ever seen anyone and really want to do a photo shoot but don't know how to ask? Is it weird out? No, I ask people all the time. On the street, when I see somebody that I want to take a photo of, I just ask them if I can take their photo. photo, R6 Mark II or R6V? For photo, R6 Mark II. I would probably get the R6 Mark III at this point, though. For sure. For sure. Did you guys get anything from Amazon this this Prime Day? How much did you get the R6? I paid retail. Yeah, I paid retail. What I'm trying to get is the Canon 6D Mark II. Get it. How is the IBIS wobbles? I mean, I don't really use my camera like that. I made a video on YouTube, like kind of showing the wobbles, and I didn't really notice them too much. I think people that get IBIS wobbles are people that want to like handhold their cameras, you know? I'm one of those that upgraded to the R6 Mark II right before the Mark III release got announced. That's why you got to be on top of your shit, Zachy. Yeah, you gotta keep your ear to the ground, man. There's rumors of a new camera coming out like at least 3 to 4 months before it ever drops. And then if a camera is out for like 2 to 3 years, you should probably keep your ear to the ground and watch out for like new ones coming out. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just grabbed the R6 Mark II. Shit, it is smooth, dude. R6 Mark II is fire. Without a doubt, it's fire, bro. It's a great camera still. Oh, I have a question. Like, I want to buy a close range lens for indoor. Do I get a 24-70 or 24-105? I mean, if you want the f2.8, get the 24-70 f2.8. Yeah, I'm saving for one. Yeah, nice. And do I need absolute 2.8 or the f4 is chill? I have a... The f4 is all right, but you'll be better. I mean, I don't like the f4s too much. Coffee Tech and Talk, what's up, buddy? Is this your new camera? The what you're seeing me on? No. No, this is just an R8. I got the R6 Mark III right here. I mean, the R6V right here. This is the camera that just came out. I got it one day early, actually. Canon R6V. Boss, do you have any old cameras which is no more? You can help me. I'm from Ghana. No, if you ask for more free stuff, I'm gonna block you. Just follow Danny 056. What's up, buddy? How are you? Just follow. Thank you, MA. Appreciate it. Nice. I'm working with a circus soon. They perform in a tent. What camera should I use? Depends on the lighting. You know, Sean, what camera are you thinking about? What you say is the major difference between the R6 Mark III and the R6V? The active cooling, for sure. Yeah, the active cooling, most definitely. Yeah, the active cooling. Let's see. R6V. Compare. And then let's add the R6 III. Yeah, the active cooling is pretty much the differences, man. The active cooling, the price, and then the what's it called, the viewfinder. And is the EF as sharp as yeah, I mean it's not gonna be, yeah, it's fine. I use the R100 normally, but I'm saving up to get a different camera. Yeah, the R100, you just need something with a bright sensor, man, with a nice big sensor. Low light is the toughest issues with crop sensor cameras, and the R100 already is not a very very good camera to begin with. Like it has a lot, it's lacking a lot of features. You know what I mean? And if you use the R100, like, you know, just try to shoot in the dark with it. You know, when it's low light. See what you think. A lot has to do with the lens as well, right? So, shot by Crimson. What's up, buddy? How are you, man? The guy that I sold my Canon R7 to got his camera today. He sounded like he couldn't be more excited. Griff, what's up, Griff? How are you? By the way, if you guys are hanging out over here on TikTok, thank you so much. If you haven't followed already, please consider doing so. I'm also multi-streaming on YouTube, horizontal and vertical, and I also dropped some videos on the Canon R6V just recently. Even if you guys aren't thinking about purchasing the camera, if you can do me a solid, check out those videos and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate that. Julia, hello. Brother. What about the Canon EOS RP? RP's all right. I'd probably look at the R8 at a minimum, though. Getting my R6V next. I saw your comment, shot by Crimson. I saw your comment, buddy. Here's mine. You've probably seen mine already a couple different times. But here she is, dude. Here she is in all her glory. Julia, I got a new camera, Julia. This is the last camera that I'll ever buy. The last camera that I'll ever buy. So shiny. It is so shiny. So is the low light capabilities vastly different with crop? Yeah, hell yeah, dude. It's physics. Absolutely. Should I get a Z9? Yeah, hell yeah. Shot by Crimson says he's jelly. You'll get yours, dude. Yours is in the mail, bro. I pre-ordered mine though, you know. What's better, the R6V or the C50? The C50. I'm gonna buy the R6V. I'm currently with the EOS RP. R6V is sick, dude. R6V is famous last word. Exactly, dude. Yeah, this year. Yeah, truthfully though, like looking at my kit, man, because I got rid of one camera. I got rid of one camera this year, the R7. I got one more camera to get rid of, the Canon R10. And then I can start reloading on more cameras, right? Nah, I think I'm gonna take the R7 money and the R10 money, and I might buy myself a lens that I've been kind of looking at, you know, or I might put it towards another lens, because truthfully, I don't need any more camera bodies. Which camera are you using for the video? Right now, I'm using a Canon R8. So if you guys are interested, curious, this camera right here is a Canon R8 with a 24mm STM lens. And then this camera up here is a Canon R50 with a 23mm lens from Sigma. Did you end up selling your other cameras? I sold the R7, Julia. Somebody paid me my asking price for it, and they just received it today. They paid me in cash, you know. But you know what I did? I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys. I made a video about it. I haven't posted it yet, or haven't edited the video. I made a video on Instagram, the video that you guys saw, but then I decided to put $30 in ad spend behind it to promote the sale of it. And I got like 100 inquiries. And then from there, a lot of them were like people that were tire kickers, you know, just kind of wasting time. But one of them ended up buying the camera, paid in full and everything. Should I get rid of the RP and buy the R6V? It just depends on what your usage is. Not me, what you mean? Buy the R3. I don't have a use for the R3. Should I get the R50V for B? R50V is solid, dude. R50V is still a camera that I recommend to everybody. I got question. By the way, if you guys are brand new here over on TikTok, welcome in, welcome in. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Right now, we're just talking about the Canon R6V, the camera that just came out. I did get this camera one day early, believe it or not, but I'm not supposed to tell you guys where I got it from. But yeah, she's nice, man. She's nice. Very boxy, very square. I already know what the video is going to look like out of it. So yeah, if you guys are brand new here and you haven't followed yet, please consider doing so. I'm also live streaming on YouTube, and I have a YouTube channel that I'm trying to get to 5,000 followers. We're very close, very close. Opinions on the R50. I love the R50. Love the R50. What's a good camera for videography and photography on a budget? Probably the R50, the R50V. Those are great cameras. What's a good camera for videography and photography on a budget? R50. For sure. Love what Canon is doing. Me too, man. Canon is the best, dude. Will you be using her for lives or strictly B-roll? The camera will not be for lives. It'll be for paid work. So it's going to be for paid work. I'm going to be using it to pair with my C50, my other professional camera. What mixer are you using? I'm just using a Stream Deck and a Wave DX, I think it's called. I started with a Sony A7 IV with a 24-70 G Master. Nice, man. If you had to choose R50 versus R50V, for sure. Real Jamie Koppenhaver. Love your content. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm trying to do... Oh, I did get a new... you know what? I did get a new camera today, guys. You guys want to see it? I didn't buy it, though. It got sent to me today. You guys want to see the camera that... You guys want to take a guess what it is? So this came in the mail today. I forgot that we... It's her, Ileana. What's up? So this is a new camera. You guys got a guess? I think I would go the R50V too. Yeah. I'm new to videography. I have the A7 III. Any tips on what to do? Focus to start out. How are you? Glad to see you. My tip, Gilberto, is for you to go outside, bro, and use the camera. So here it is, guys. A brand new camera. This got sent to me today. Any guesses? Everybody put your best guess. What camera do you think I got? So it got sent to me by a brand, all right? So it's nothing crazy. I just got sent a 4K 60 FPS 60 PTZ cam. We might have the same Coffee Tech and Talk. We might have the same one, bro. I think. Probably not though. Are you still using the Viltrox? Yeah. Fuji maybe? No. I wish. Here she is. It is a wireless webcam. I think this is like 200 bucks. So this probably breaks the record for like the most expensive thing that's ever got sent to me. So this is a PTZ cam kind of, but I don't know if it's 4K 60. But it is a PTZ cam. And this brand right here is so it's 4K. Yeah, it's 4K. I doubt it's 60 though, because that would be crazy. Yeah, 4K. Eight hours of battery life is crazy. Crazy. Anyways, new webcam to test out. Mine is a 1K camera. Nice, dude. Yeah, it looks like Wally. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they had sent me one before that wasn't wireless. I have it right here. I'd rarely use it, but Mine is a 1K camera. Nice, dude. I'm gonna get on your level one day, Coffee Tech and Talk. I'm gonna get on your level one day. We'll see. I don't talk a lot about webcams, but because I go live a lot, I do get sent stuff. eMeet and Ozbot have some cool stuff. Yeah, there was a time when I was like, you know, when I first got started with live streaming, I was like, I want one of those really nice PTZ cams that were like 1,500 or like almost 1,500 bucks. But I was like, nah, I'd rather save my money on something else. eMeet, when you think we be able to order the order what camera, Antonio? Just got the A7 III with a 50 and a Sigma. Nice. I turn down stuff too busy. Yeah, sometimes I mean, I just don't even respond to brands sometimes. Most of the time it's like stuff that I don't really want anyways. Oh, I don't know, dude. You can pre-order it now. You can buy it now. You don't need to pre-order it. It's available. Yo, Vic, you gonna pick up the Tamron 17-70? No, I probably not. Is it true that UV filters ruin photos? Not all of them. Some can ruin photos, but Vic, okay, question. I've been trying to learn from my camera settings to take photos of my girls sleeping in a dark room. You need light. Yeah, you need light. Like, photographing in complete darkness is really, really difficult, especially if you're hand holding it. Like if it's handheld. You need to be on a tripod. You'll probably never be able to do it. All of the places checked, I said out of stock. Call your local stores. Well, the thing is, Ileana, that it needs to, the camera needs to be on a tripod and the sensor needs to be wide open. You know what I mean? So I would be on a tripod and I would set the shutter to like a second and just test 1 second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, and see. Thank you so much for the love yous. Appreciate it. But you can't do it handheld because the sensor needs to be wide open, collecting light. And like, you can't do that handheld, I should say. What you see the major difference between the C50 and the R6V? The cinema menus. The cinema menus are the biggest difference. Other than that, it's a very, very similar camera. There's time code that's available. On the C50. In my opinion, the biggest difference, in my opinion, really is the XLR handle. That XLR handle is wild. Does the XLR handle make it cost $1,000 more? No, but the XLR handle is definitely at least $500 more, right? And then there's a couple of other things in there, like a larger active cooling fan. Time code, like I said, is a big thing in the cinema menu. And then you can also the C50. So the C50 is a proper like cinema camera. It has D-squeeze in it, so if you want to use like anamorphic lenses, you can on it. So there are some big. Most of the differences though are for like an upper echelon of cinematographers. Did you pick up anything from Prime Day? No, I didn't actually. No, I didn't really have anything because I have plenty of SD cards. Do you have examples, photos taken from the R5? Probably. I have stuff on my Instagram. All of my Instagram photos that I have photos of, they are labeled what camera I used. R50, I mean. I don't really use my R50 for photos. I don't think so. Actually, I'd have to check, but definitely not on this computer. I have the same one. Matter of fact, you should check out the YOLO Live S3, best webcam out there. I mean, I like my webcams, and these webcams cost just as much as the YOLO Live S3. It is a cool webcam though. Santos Yaks, what's up, Santos? How are you? Hi, you recommend Canon PowerShot V1? Yeah, the PowerShot V1 is nice, for sure, for sure. Yeah, the PowerShot V1 is definitely nice. Santos Jack, you're welcome, man. You are welcome. How much does it cost? I don't know. R8 or Lumix S9? Ooh. What are you trying to do, Daniel? When you use the R8 as a webcam, everything else looks soft. Yeah, I mean these are proper cameras, you know. The YOLO Live though, that camera is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it is cool, but like, you know, it's not for me, if that makes sense. Like this camera right here, like this camera is $700. Oh, this isn't the one he was talking about. This is the S7. Like this is crazy. Right, like this is a micro four thirds sensor, and it's a $700 webcam. Like the people that are using this, it just wouldn't make sense for somebody like me to buy. Like I'm not the customer for this kind of camera, even though it would be a fantastic camera, and you'd get an image that would look just like this. You know, it'd look very close to this. The Elgato Facecam Pro has a Sony sensor. It has a sensor from Sony. I just got the R10. What lens should I have? It depends on what you're doing, Luis. R10 is cool, man. I'm about to sell my R10. For $200 more, you can get a mirrorless cam. Exactly. That's exactly my point. Pink Unicorn, how are you? Long time no see. Yeah, like truthfully, this like micro four thirds, this $699. Like I'd rather get a Canon R50V. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather get this camera for even less, and it's not a freaking webcam. You know what I mean? So like, to me, this camera, I'm not the target audience for this camera. It is cool though. It is definitely cool. Now if YOLO Live reached out to me and said, hey, do you want some of these cameras, I'd be like, fuck yeah, because these are great. But like, I'm just not the target audience for it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try some plane photography in the airport and some city photography, maybe the 7200. Yeah, that'd be nice. 7200 would be really good, really good. I know I've been MIA. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a little while. You everything been good? I got a new camera, Pink Unicorn. I know that I said I wouldn't, but I did. That's what we're doing here, by the way. Just talking new cameras. How heavy is the camera with the 15 to 35 millimeter lens? How heavy is it? I would say in terms of heaviness, it's about 2 watermelons, maybe 3 cantaloupes. 3 cantaloupes. Yeah, I would say about maybe 3 to 4 cantaloupes heavy. What camera? I got the R6V. The Canon R6V. Everything is well. Good. What Canon is great for low light? I've been thinking about buying the Sony, but I'm open to opinions. The Sonys are the best low light cameras in my opinion. You know, Sony and their low light is really, really good. I bought the G7X 30th edition. Nice. That's nice. I definitely wouldn't have bought that camera, but good for you. How much did you pay for that? Antonio, what's up, Antonio? Brother. How are ya? I must admit the grip on the Sony 67 is surprisingly good. Yeah, well, it takes that larger battery, sure. Measuring weight in fruits is crazy work. Well, Julia, I don't have a scale on me, right? So I have to make it like relational, like people have to understand it, you know? Do you have it yet? The G7X? No, not the G7X. Have you ever used the Sony A1 Mark? I have not. I think they're 1300. Hey, but if you wanted it, you know what I mean? No, the new camera, you have it. Oh yeah, I got it right here. This is the new camera. I know it doesn't look like much. It looks like every other Canon camera, but this is it right here. The R6V. I need to go turn up my AC one. I'll be right back. You got it. I did. I got it a day early, Antonio. Yeah, she is pretty. She is pretty. This is her. That's a thumbnail right here. Can R6V do full quality through HDMI? You need the monitor to be full quality. It can send out a full quality signal. 25 avocados. It's about 33. No, the number has to be random, Julia. The number has to be like 17 oranges. Like client loved the music video. Just got to finish some last week's. Nice, dude. Nice. Congratulations, Antonio. That's how you do work, man. That's how you do work. Did you put that up? Did you put the client work up somewhere, or is it not ready to be released? Let me know when it's released. I want to see it. Is the R50 a good upgrade over the R100 for the price? Yeah. If you're going to upgrade though, you might as well just get the R10. Don't know whether to sell my R8 and buy the S9 or keep the R8. I probably would keep the R8. What do you want from the S9 that the R8 doesn't have, Daniel? ZVE 10. I like the ZVE 10-2, not the ZVE 10-1. Love the lens. Yeah, the 15-35 is nice. It's an f2.8 lens. Actually, Antonio, I think you and I talked about, like, for your camera, it would be the 16-35. Those are really nice lenses, dude. I think you do really well with a lens like that. Just because of the versatility of it, you know? I think I'm going to pull the trigger and get the A1 Mark II. That's a big boy purchase, man. What is that camera, like $7 grand? Thank you. Nope, it's not ready. I'll definitely send. Yeah, send it to me. Send it to me. Actually, you know what? Whenever it's ready, Antonio, if you don't mind sharing with the chat, send it over here and we'll watch it all together. That way we can check it out. Is the R6V got second base ISO on 60? Yeah, 6400. It's technically not called dual base ISO, but the noise clears up at 6400. I've actually been using some of my cameras. I took my daughter's sister's prom pictures. Nice. Nice. That's why you got the cameras, right? To use them. I'm gonna post it on my portfolio early because if it ain't releasing the music video until like August. Oh, okay. Yeah, just let me know when it's available. What settings are you on right now? This is 1080-30. Have you used the PowerShot? I have not used the PowerShot V1. Is the EF 28-300? I don't really like those lenses with like large focal ranges. Rabin, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Yo, can I have it? No, you cannot. I want a cam to complement my FX3. Like a photo cam? I mean, why wouldn't you get the A7S3? Is it like the same C50 or less cleaner? I haven't tested the noise. I'm eyeing between the C50 and the R6V. My impression on it, Robin Films, if you can afford the C50, I have the C50 as well. If you can afford the C50, you should get the C50. Your opinions on the FX5? If the FX5 is real, which there haven't been anything official out, any rumors out, except that it might come out, it's gonna be like $5,000, $6,000. Yeah, so you want the heavy megapixels. I get it. I get it. What about the A7R6? That one has like 60 something. Got the C80, C70, R5C. Yeah, so you already know, you know, I mean, what do you, Robin Films, if you want something like quick and easy and inexpensive, then the R6V is definitely the way that you can go. But if you already have the C80, C70, you're already in the cinema world. Because having the IBIS, you know, as a run and gun mini cinematography camera, I think you'd like the C50 in that case, because you already have those other ones. You might as well get something cheap. Because, dude, what's crazy about this camera, dude, is the price. The price on this fucking camera, dude, is really hard to ignore. $2,500 for this camera is stupid, dude. Like that's what's crazy, man. That's what's crazy. If you didn't have the C80 and the C70, then I would probably tell you to get the C50. But because you do, I think the R6V is plenty, dude. Also, you have the R5C, so what are you trying to do with it? You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like you have plenty of cameras. When you shoot in C-Log 3, what ND filter you'd use? I feel like every time when I shoot in daytime, my film is blown out, and I use the R8 and R6 Mark II. You just need to practice more, James. You need to practice more. Oh my God, it's Yosef. Thought about that already. Lens that will work on both cams. The major holding me back is not having IBIS. Having the FX3 and the A7S3 now. Yeah, the price of the IBIS C-Log 2 open gate. Exactly. So for like $2,500, it's a crazy deal, dude. It's a crazy deal. It's a crazy deal. Open gate. But then again, because the IBIS really, like, if you're looking at the C50 versus the R6V, the IBIS is pretty impressive. It just depends on what you're going to use it for. You know what I mean? IBIS and open gate. Come on, dude. Come on, man. You know what I mean? 7K raw. Come on. And IBIS. I said that already, but I'm adding that for emphasis. You know what I mean? What do you think of the R8? I love the R8. I'm using the R8 right now. The R8 is one of my all-time favorite cameras for video, dude. It's such a good little camera. Can you explain open gate? Open gate just lets you use the entirety of the sensor, so it's just a much larger sensor. You get to use the entire frame of the sensor. So like I've kind of drawn this up in like a poor man's way of like describing it. So like this is like open gate over here. So imagine that this right here is your sensor. Okay. This right here is your sensor. Most cameras that you're filming with don't have open gate, so they shoot in a 9:16 aspect ratio. So just pretend that for the sake of this experiment, this is 9:16 here, and then this is 9:16 here. Okay, when you start recording in video, the sensor crops down. All sensors look like this, 3:2. So when you're recording, your sensor only is covering this, so you won't be able to see this part up here. Okay, and the exact same thing is true if you want to crop in vertical. Okay, so you're no longer going to see these parts over here. What OpenGate does is OpenGate allows you to use the entirety of the sensor. So now all of your images looks a little bit more square, but you get to use this entire sensor. Does that make sense? So that's like a very simplified way of explaining what OpenGate is. Can you explain, did you test the rolling shutter on subjects? I did not. I've only had the camera for 2 days. And again, I've never really, had any issues with like rolling shutter. Like, and also I'm not using these cameras for photography, And also like whip panning, like just the type of content, I'm not whip panning. I think most people that experience like rolling shutter in video, like they're like that's not how you operate a camera. You know what I mean? Sony A7 Mark II with Tamron G2, good for automotive. Yeah, it's fine. The A7 Mark II is a little bit older, but it should be fine for what you want to do. Yo, I'm a young videographer. How did you start your business? I just started asking people if they needed video for their business. A lot of people said no. And then somebody said yes. It just takes one person to say yes, and then you're off to the races, man. Yeah, you're off to the races after that. I didn't have money for the Mark IV or the Mark V, so I got the Mark II. That's all right, man. Use what you got, bro. Is there any upcoming Canon inexpensive lenses like the 45? Tamron just announced the lens today. I do weddings, man. Bought the A7S III, and after a week, R6V came out. Robin Films, I get it, bro. I get it, dude. I get it. The A7S III, though, is a monster camera. So, don't get it twisted. That's still a great camera. I didn't know you were in Philly. Yep, Philadelphia. Waviness when panning or moving subject is just static quality. What do you mean? Is there a release on the A7L5 or Mark VI? I don't know. I don't know too much about Sony. The Sony Rumors website is really, really shitty. Can you come to one of my games? I just transferred to Roman. Probably not. Probably not, Sean. I don't do a lot of sports photography. C-Log 2 color is dang good. Then S-Log 3, is it? Nah, people, Rabin Films, it sounds like you're brand new to this channel. Welcome, by the way. I appreciate, thankful that you're here and happy to have you. My chat is, you know, there'll be sprinkles, you know, like people like yourself, maybe one or two others that are like pretty serious professionals, or people that are paid professionals that have a lot of experience with like log footage and stuff. For the most part, it's a pretty chill room though. And we rip on Sony and Nikon all the time. We like to have fun. We like to have fun. Do you edit your videos, or do you have an editor in weddings? No, I've edited all of the wedding videos that I've done. Very amateur. But I've been paid for them. I've edited myself. My girlfriend is getting into photography and I can't get her a new cam, but wanna get her a mirrorless. Okay. How does the R6V perform with the APS-C 10-18 lens? I watched this video in your channel right now. I haven't used the 10-18 on the R6V. I did mount it, but I didn't really use it. I mean, it's gonna look great. You know, you're gonna cut out some of the sensor though. The R50 ride frame shift supermoto. The R50 is great. FX5 is true. We'll have global shutter and an FX6 price. Waiting on the FX5. I wouldn't wait, dude. The only Rabin Films, the only Nikon that I like is the Nikon ZR. But truthfully, the only reason why I like it, dude. I mean, let's think about it, dude. Let's think about it. The Nikon ZR before the R6V came out. The only thing that was like, because I go to camera stores all the time just to like hold cameras. The Nikon ZR screen, dude, is crazy. That's the only thing that I'm like, that I am actually like jealous of. The screen on the Nikon, have you held it? The Nikon ZR screen is wild, dude. It's like, it's literally like having a monitor on your camera. It's really good. Really good. Which is better, R8 or R7? Depends on what you're doing. I like both cameras. I did just sell my R7 and I kept my R8. So if that tells you anything. That's the only thing that I'm jealous of. Because look, I mean, look at this Rabin Films. Look at this price, dude. $2,200. For $2,200, I don't think there's open gate on this. There's no internal cooling. The grip on this camera. So because I like to go to camera stores. So listen, anybody that's in here, everybody listen up. If you're into cameras and you like cameras and you're thinking about purchasing a camera, find a local camera store near you and visit it. Go there. Actually go there, and if it's a reputable retailer, they'll have all of these cameras there, and they have floor models and you can hold them, play with them, ask questions, really get a feel for them. This Nikon ZR right here that we're looking at, this grip and the camera itself is fucking atrocious. It is really uncomfortable to hold. It's a super powerful camera with a lot of crazy features in it. And it's reasonably priced at $2,200, but there is zero grip on it. This camera is intended to be kitted out with like $1,000 worth of other shit in it. You know what I mean? It's impossible to hold. Is it a nice camera? Yes, 100%. But for $2,200, I'd rather pay an extra $300 to get $2,500 and then get the Z6V or the R6V. You know what I mean? So this space right now, this space that the R6V just entered, it's getting pretty crowded, man. It's getting pretty crowded with a lot of great options. Brother Gerald, what's up, Gerald? So like a lot of people, the people that are saying that this camera is an FX3 killer, those guys are just trolling. Those guys are just joshing ya. This camera right here, the R6V, is definitely an FX2 killer. Definitely an FX2 killer, but not the R6, not the FX3. R8 and R6 II have dual ISO 832 and C-Log 3. I never tested it. I never tested it. The R8 and the R6 II and also the R6 I have great low light though. I saw you like some of my photos in the other place. Thanks, man. Yeah, bro. Listen, man, if you guys are following, so here's what's going on, Gerald, and I tell this to everybody too. If you guys are following me on my accounts across social media, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, everything, and I see that you guys are actually like creating content, practicing, you know, taking photos, practicing videography, making content, bro, you're gonna get all the virtual support from me that I can give out. If I see your stuff, bro, I'm commenting, I'm swiping, I'm scrolling, I'm interacting, because that's what it's all about, man. The people that are actually like putting in the work. Envisions by Mia. Wow, everybody's coming back. I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? What do you think about digicams? Digicams are cool. They're coming back into popularity right now. What do you think about digicams? I answered that. How you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? Put the 10 to 18. Let me see it. I don't have it in front of me. I don't have it in front of me. I mean, it looks just like... Yeah, my 10 to 18 is in the living room right now. It looks good though. I was at the World Cup. Nice. Did you get any bangers? I put up a video the other day. Where'd you put the video at? YouTube? Is it on YouTube, Gerald? You got a video from 10 months ago with 1 view. Come on, Gerald. We got to get your YouTube game up, broski. For those of you guys that don't know, YouTube is the way, man. YouTube is the way. Today I had nothing but bangers. Nice. What do you think about the Canon M50 Mark II? M50 Mark II is nice. On Insta. Okay, I'll check it out. The first one I went, I was way too shy. Yo, don't you hate when that happens? Sometimes you're just not in the mood. I get like that too, when I get like apprehensive and I don't have like a lot of confidence to ask people for photos. But just like anything, Mia, you know, for me, I'll speak for myself. Just like with anything else that I do, once I kind of like break the seal and like break the ice a little bit and get out of my own comfort zone, like I really start to like, you know, I don't know, it's easier, it becomes easier to ask people for photos and stuff. Anxiety, yeah. Would I have anxiety? Maybe, yeah, sure, definitely like a shyness or like not really in the mood. I have to get lit. I'm sober. I'm sober, so I don't drink or do drugs or anything. So for me, it's just like basically getting out of my own head. Getting out of my own head and kind of like getting out there. But I've been on a grind for the past like 6 months, dude. So for me, like if I go out now, I can go out and like get some good interactions with people. I feel you though. I'm scared of YouTube. Gerald, listen, bro. Do not be scared of YouTube, bro. Post your videos on YouTube, man. I know that feeling, Gerald, of like it being like a little intimidating. Don't be intimidated, bro. Listen, Gerald, people want to hear from people that look like you. That sound like you, that have the same kind of cadence as you, that People want to hear from you, bro. YouTube is an app that is designed to find to help you find your tribe, and you'll find your tribe, dude. That's good. The game was early, so a lot of people left Lincoln Financial, so we're heading to South Philly. Nice. What do you think of the R10? I like the R10. The R10 is legit. I'm selling my R10, actually. For those of you guys that don't know, I recently sold my Canon R7. The R7, sad to see it go. One of the main reasons why I sold the R7 was because it wasn't getting any use. But mainly, I know that the R7 Mark II is right around the corner. I don't think it'll drop this year. It might, maybe in Christmas time. So right now is probably the highest amount of money that I'll ever get for it. So it's very lightweight. Yeah, it's a small camera, the R10. Sony A63, good. I'd probably get the 6400 or the 67. For sure. Mia, did you post any of those pictures yet, or you still haven't? You said the bangers were today, right? So you probably haven't edited them yet. What would be a good affordable cam for the R6? What do you want to do, Gerald? Do you want to do video or photo? I posted some reels from Brazil and Haiti. Oh, cool. Do you have any photos? Are they like actual, are they like, you know, like Instagram reels with your cell phone, or are they like actual proper videos, Mia? Proper videos meaning like you edit them. They're not just like, I added new photos, but not from the WC. Got it. Camera ones. Oh, nice. Where are they? Are they on Insta, Mia? Let's check them out. We'll check them out. We'll check them out. You go by the same name over there, right? Or what is it on Insta? Envisions dot. Oh, there you are. Why R6V over the R6 Mark III? For videos, peak time racing. Just bought myself a gimbal, but not the DJI Ronin. Okay. I've been getting interested in cameras ever since I spent the month stressing over a new phone because I don't like modern phone cameras. What kind of camera would you recommend for a power phone user? Probably the R50V or the R50. Mia, where are we at here? Is it these ones? Oh, this one's nice, dude. Love this one. This one's kind of cool. As I've been going to all these races, I'm seeing that videography is not as a big thing. There are 100%. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, because video in an environment like that, Gerald, is going to be really challenging, dude. I took your advice on straight photos. On straight on photos? Yeah, these are great. This one, it looked like this one got away from you a little bit, or you punched in a little bit too much. For some reason, Instagram murder your quality, or you're cropping in like crazy on these. This photo right here was excellent. I love this one. This one right here. This should be the cover photo. This was really good. Are you on Twitch? Sometimes I'm on Twitch. Yeah, but the R6 III is great, but the R6V is a video camera. They're horizontals. Got it. That makes sense. Yeah, so they got this is very nice. What was your flash on this? It looks like you used flash, right? Did you use a flash or constant power? Nerd affiliated. What's up, buddy? I was watching some of your Ghostbuster videos today. What's her Insta? This Insta is Envisions by Mia. Mia is a Sony A7 III user, if I remember correctly. This photo's sick. Love this one. Oh, nice. Yeah, these are cool, dude. Are you over there? Is this over by South Street? This looks like South Street, Society Hill. Damn, what the hell happened to Instagram's quality, dude? They're like squishing your videos. Yeah, they're like killing your video. Sorry for flooding your comment. All good, bro. All good. Bruce. What's up, Bruce? How are you? How are you? Thanks, just followed her. Have you seen the new I did see the new Tamron. Pretty cool. They hate yeah, it looks like they hate horizontals. I don't know what the hell happened. I think I'd already seen the rest of your photos. Mia. Pretty cool though. You need to post more reels, dude. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, for sure. These are sick, dude. When you do these photos here, these are nice, dude. There's such a big difference, dude. When you get somebody to look at your lens and you get somebody like to actually pose for you, and you can like, you know, there's a lot of the photos look a million times better. Instead of taking like snapshots and stuff of just like characters on the street. You know, but these kind of photos right here, these are excellent, dude. Minus the shittiness that Instagram did. But I see the vision, you know what I mean? Like I see what you're doing. I think my favorite photo was this one, definitely. This one was crazy cool. Love this one. Yeah, very cool. Damn, sorry, I'm a bit lit right now. It's all good, dude. It's all good. I added more stuff on IG. I love people who naturally pose. Yeah, yeah, and just you get to practice, you know. I took your advice. Cool. Can someone sell me Canon LUTs? Sell you? You can just buy Canon LUTs. Yeah, the concert photos are great. Yeah, those were good, dude. R6V manual QR code. Oh yeah. Bro, you know what? I was like, where did I get it? It wasn't from the manual. I got it right here. Are you by your PC? Because I remember getting it from the website, but it wasn't actually. Hold on, if you're still there, R6V. I got it from the Canon USA website, but it wasn't where you think it is. Where you would think it is. Manuals. So it wasn't here. It was technical specifications. No, not here. It was somewhere down here. Fuck. No, this isn't it. Where did I see it from? Software and drivers. I thought that I had, bro. I thought because I downloaded it to my other PC. I have another PC somewhere. No. Technical specs. Oh, here we go. Look. Tech specs detailed PDF. Are you there, bro? Boomin' free. I think this is it, dude. You see this? So this is how many pages is this? This is 74 pages. I think this is the manual, bro. But it's not under manual. So it's under technical specifications. Under, you have to hit expand all. And I was just kind of fussing around with it the other day. Full PDF right here. Do you see that? Do you think the Canon R6V is more value for money than the R6 Mark III? No. It's more about, bro, Yang Chow fried rice. Yang Chow fried rice. I need an Asian sound on my soundboard. Do I have an Asian sound? No, I don't. I don't think I have one. Oh, I think this is an Asian sound. Is this an Asian sound? No. This one is, I think. But I can go get that PDF if it's not. Check it out. Let me see. Let me know if that's the data that you're looking for. Because I do have the paperwork. I don't have it in front of me, but I can go get it. I just got to South Philly, so if I don't respond, that's why. It's all good, dude. Envisions by Mia. Have a great night. Be safe, dude. Be safe out there. Don't do anything too crazy. Bruce, bring those folks into commercial world for a minute. What you been up to, Bruce? You got any cool projects lately, bro? Yeah, Yang Chow fried rice. What I was saying really was, it's not necessarily like which camera is better. It's more about your use case. Like, what do you want to do more of? I've been busy, man. First time opening TikTok in weeks. Busy's good, Bruce. Busy's good, Bruce. Busy's better than the alternative, man. Time for a break. Any interesting projects though? Anything you can share? What mic are you using? This mic is a Wave DX, I think. All of my my entire kit is in my link in bio. If you guys are interested in the gear that I use, you can find everything in my link in bio. Link in bio is, if you guys don't know where to find it, you just go to my little profile picture that's right up here. And on TikTok, I mean on YouTube, it's pretty easy to find because I have it pinned. But I have an Amazon link right here, and here you can find all of my accessories and all of the stuff that I use. All of the gear that I use. Thanks, found. Is that it? Boomin' free, excuse me. I'm glad I could help you out. I was thinking, you messaged me that earlier and I was like, how the fuck did I get it on my computer? Because I could get the QR code from the manual, but I was like, where was it? And then I remembered, I was like, I did get it from the webpage, but I don't remember where. So thanks for stopping in. Boomin' free, appreciate it. I just had a food magazine published and it looks pretty good. Dope, bro. Nice. Is there a link to it, Bruce? Can we see it? Should I get a Sony ZV-E10 II or Canon R6V? Both are great cameras. I own both of those. Next up, Tana. I own both those cameras, the ZV-E10 II and the R6V. Let me put it to you this way. The Canon R6V is about 95 to 90% of the camera that the ZV-E10 II is. Excuse me. Any tips for cinematic voiceover sound? You need a sound treated room. I'm gonna show the pics I took soon. All right, bet. Mia, what are you doing? Are you partying or are you just like hanging around and walking South Street right now? I haven't been to South Street in a while. I reached out to a person that had reached out to me from South Street. There's a jewelry store down there. They had needed some content. But they were paying shit. It's not anything that I would do. They wanted me to be on site. Both, but mainly for pics. Oh, gotcha. And then, do you think we're ever getting a 2.8 PZ lens that work with the... Oh, yeah. Absolutely. We being a bunch of South Street Sams. Yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why I don't go to South Street. Because that's South Street Sam's territory. Nah, I'm just kidding. South Street Sam's photos are pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool snaps. The way that he built his brand, though, over time is wild, dude. It's really impressive. South Street Sam. I'm going to be Broad Street Vic. Nah. Love Park. I'm going to be Love Park Vic. That's going to be my new Instagram handle. How are the people over on YouTube? You guys are quiet today. Do I have anybody from YouTube? Just Boom and Fire. Boom and Free, excuse me. Rabin Phil. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you guys are... YouTube is just... Oh, shit. I forgot to turn on my... My bad, guys. You guys didn't let me know that the chat wasn't working. There we go. Now the chat is working. Is there chat here? I think there is. Yeah, chat here. Chat here. I was creating content this morning and I turned off my combined chat. I was like, why aren't you guys talking to each other? But I just realized that my chat was off. There we go. Now you guys can see what each other are saying. 1.2. How to make sharp photos on my R6 and 45. The 45 1.2, I'd probably bump that up to like f1.8, you know? I assumed you were tired of the violations. No, I could give two shits about violations from TikTok. But no. I need the... I like the chat so that people can interact with each other, you know? If they want to. I hope it's cool. I just sent you to Instagram. Yeah. Where's the link? Send me the link and I'll copy it over. Just let me know which one it was, because Julia and I would like to see your most recent work. What do you think of the Sony FX3? I like the FX3. I'm planning to buy the R6V for my second cam as a run and gun cam, but it's just like the R5C. Yeah, the battery life is going to be shit, bro, but you got to rig it out, dude. You got to rig it out or bring plenty of batteries. That makes sense. I was wondering where the other comments were. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. You guys got to let me know. Listen, moving forward, if I don't have combined chat up there and I overlooked it, let me know and I'll put it back up. Because the chat is really like what makes, you know, I don't want people... I'd like people to hang out where they are watching. I'd hate for people to like move to one location. So the reason why I combine the chat is so that... Because people on YouTube behave a little bit differently than people on TikTok. Even if it's the same person, the way that people interact with different platforms, even if it's the same person, they behave differently. Thoughts on the Insta360 Luna? If I were to get one, either the Insta360 or the new DJI 4P, I would get the Insta360 Luna easily. Sent them to your Instagram. Sorry, Instagram. Oh, good. Let me go check Instagram. Emmanuel. I don't see anything on Instagram. I don't see anything on Instagram. Messages. Is it here? Nope. By the way, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, please consider doing so. And if you guys are trying to grow on Instagram, I found out the hack. The hack is to do Instagram trial reels. What do you think about the R8? I love the R8. Hello, I have a question about MacBook Pro or Windows PC. I would do, if I'm doing Premiere Pro and After Effects, I would definitely do a Windows PC. Dude, you be hating on my camera, the R100, but your replies are so fucking funny. The R100 sucks, dude. The R100 is buns, bro. I'm using the R100 right now. This is the R100 camera right here. It looks good, dude. It looks good. It looks good. The R100 is just a shitty ass camera, dude. There's no, you know, it's just a shitty camera. But the R100 did recently drop in price, so weird. I sent them to your TMV page. Huh. Yeah, no, this is TMV right here. Just drop your link in the chat and I'll copy it over. Or whatever, it doesn't matter. What setup are you using for things beautiful look in your live stream? I'm using a Canon R8 and I'm using a R50. So this is a Canon R50 up here. And this right here is a Canon R8. I love the R8. Is 1100 a good deal for R5? It is a good deal, but it sounds like too good to be true. An R5 is about like $2,000, I think, $1,500. I wasn't following you. Can you see me now? Let's see. Nope. Oh, Bruce, there you go. Got it. I see you here. All right, so which is your newest campaign? This is Bruce, by the way. Bruce right here, he's a professional commercial photographer. And he takes fucking ridiculous ass photos, dude. What's your setup, Bruce? I remember going through these photos with Julia a while back, and we were like, some of these are AI for sure. Or AI enhanced, I should say. A lot of composites and stuff, which kind of is like, you know, a little bit cheating, you know, but I get it, dude. Like this cheese right here. This cheese looks a little, but then again, you probably work with, what are they called? Food artists? Food designers? Doesn't look too bad. Bro, do you have LUTs? I do not have LUTs. What's your opinion on the M50? I like the M50. Wait, how do you grow? I didn't hear. The way that you grow on Instagram right now, Mia, is trial reels. Trial reels are fucking ridiculous. They're OP right now. So every reel that you post it as a trial reel and let it sit for like 24 to 36 hours. Tamron, you like Tamron? Yeah, the new Tamron's okay. Which one is the R8? The R8 is this one. This is the R8 down here. This is the R50 up here. Different lenses, different cameras. Food stylist, yeah. Depends on what I'm shooting, but phase one. That's what I was like. I think I remember you saying you shot on a phase one and me and Julia being like, ooh. But look at this fucking shit, dude. You know how much money's in these photographs here, dude? Hey, Bruce, this photo right here of this salad bowl looks a little weird. Is this a composite right here? The shadow looks a little weird to me. Or the perspective, I guess I could say. This looks fine. But this bowl right here looks a little, the perspective looks a little off. Yeah, it looks a little off. Up here, this all looks fine. Where do you get the surfaces from? Are all these your surfaces, Bruce, or do you rent them in a studio? Split shadow from more than 2 lights, most likely, but hard to say now. Got it. Got it. The perspective on it just looks a little. It looks a little like weird. I don't know how to describe or how to articulate it. Cool photo though. Very cool photo. This glass is empty. It's weird that it's empty. Those are sourced from my, yeah, figured that. I have, when I was doing product photography, dude, I bought a bunch of surfaces. I still have them. I like surfaces though. Just bought a Godox TT for my R50, but it doesn't work. Thoughts? I don't know. I don't know why it wouldn't work. Those are screenshots from the online mag. Oh, got it. They didn't let you keep the files, or you didn't keep them yourself? Were you working with these brands here, Bruce? It doesn't sync and fire when I press the shutters. It's a timing issue. There is a sync feature in the R50. Did you look at the R50 menus? There is a flash menu. Do you think the XM5 is good for renting for a trip for the price? XM5 is a nice little camera. I don't know how much are you renting it for? Naga Corporation. That's a weird name, Naga Corporation. Like, whoa. It says it doesn't read it. Interesting. Yeah, I don't have any details for you. Wait, but does the R50 doesn't have a the R50, bro, doesn't have the contact pins, bro. Am I losing it? Yeah, dude, I don't think I can look right now, but I don't think the R50 has the right connections. Yeah, dude, the R50 doesn't even have the pins, bro. So, yeah, it's not going to work, dude. Yeah, brands help fund publication projects. All depends on the client. Yeah, dude. Sick work, dude. Sick work. And especially using a phase 1, man. That's like a $70,000 camera, dude. It has the pins, but the flash doesn't. Yeah, so a flash on a R50, bro, is not gonna work without the contact pins. You're telling me, hashtag broke. Yeah, dude, this has a digital hot shoe. This has a digital hot shoe, and your flash, what I would recommend is shot by Ryder. You need what's called a digital, it's called the AD, hold on one second. Canon flash adapter. I would probably, if you already have that Godox thing, I would just buy this, bro. It's called the ADE1. And what this does is it connects and it turns, you see these pins down here? It connects to your cold shoe mount, your hot shoe mount, and it turns, so your camera's missing these pins right here, bro. Do you see this? Salon guy, what's up, man? Gerald, thank you so much for stopping in, buddy. I appreciate you. Listen, man, post a video up on YouTube, man. I'm telling you, people want to hear from you, man. So shot by Ryder, what I recommend, since you already own the flash, buy something like this. But first, before you just buy random shit, bro, you gotta make sure you gotta know what the fuck you're buying before you just buy random stuff, broski. You can't just be spending money on random, unless you got it like that, right? But like, if you're just buying random shit just to buy it, you don't even know what the fuck's going on. Save your money, dude. Do a little bit more research or ask, you know. Guess what? I purchased no gear during Prime Day. I did not, Salon Guy. I did not, buddy. I purchased a new camera. I purchased the R6V. A random question, but how do you guys find spots to go take pictures? I'm in shitty Odessa, Texas. Bro, there's plenty of stuff to photograph in Odessa, Texas, man. I have a buddy, Big Texas. He's not here today. I haven't seen him in a while either, but he says the same thing about Texas. He's like, the only thing he's got is mesquite and like dirt. But just finding beauty in the beauty in the mundane, bro. Just keeping an open mind and hanging out in a spot, you know. Damn, is it worth the hype? I mean, if you're into video, the salon guy, if you're into video, it absolutely is worth the hype. What makes the camera, the R6V, so worth it, boys and girls, is the price, dude. The price of it being $24.99, $2,500, it makes it really hard to ignore, dude. The price is wild on it. All we have is old broken homes, dirt, and oil rigs. Yeah, that sounds like my buddy Big Texas, dude. He works on an oil rig down there. Naga Corporation, yeah, wow, that's nice. Yeah, it's a nice camera, dude. I'm very happy with this purchase. Like I said, I just made some YouTube videos on this. If you guys are interested in getting some first impressions, I got it one day before it released, but shh, I'm not supposed to tell you where I got it. You guys want to hear a funny story? Well, I guess it's not haha funny, but so I pre-ordered the camera, right? It was supposed to come out the 24th, which was yesterday, the 24th. But on the 23rd at 10 a.m., where I pre-ordered it from, I go into work around 10 a.m. So this was on a Tuesday. Tuesday, 10 a.m. I get on the elevator to go up to the floor where I work. And I check my phone when I get to my office, and my phone from this place that I buy stuff from calls me, and they called me while I was on the elevator. Anyways, I call them back. Nobody fucking answers, because the only reason why they call me is to let me know that the camera's ready to pick up. This was a day before it dropped. I call them back and I said, hey, somebody called me. What's going on? Is everything all right? And they said, who is this? And I gave them my order number and my name. And they said, oh, we called you to let you know that your camera's ready for pickup. This is the 23rd, a day before. And I said, are you sure? And they said, yeah, Victor Lopez, it's ready. It's here. You can come pick it up right now. So I immediately put my stuff down, let the secretary know, hey, I'm stepping out for a little bit. And I rushed over there, took the train, rushed over there. And then when I get there, I say, hey, somebody just called me. They said my camera's ready. And they said, what's the name? What's the thing? And they said, ooh, sorry, we can't give it to you. And I said, what do you mean? You guys literally just fucking called me. And they said, yeah, they shouldn't have called you and told you that. And I said, all right, well, we got to figure something out, because here's the phone call. Here's how long it lasted. I talked to this person. It's like, let me go talk to the owner of the store. They go talk to the owner. And they said, all right, we shouldn't have done that. We shouldn't have called you. It's supposed to come out tomorrow. Just don't post any content about it. And I said, oh, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. I won't post any content about it. First thing that I fucking do is I post some content about it. But you know what I did? I didn't tell people where I got the camera from. But anyways, that was my little funny story. Because I was about to fight somebody. I even asked them, I was like, are you sure I can go pick it up? I did omit the fact that I knew that it wasn't supposed to be released until the following day. I did omit that fact. But when I got there, they told me. Better than the C50? No, definitely not better than the C50, bro. Definitely not better. I have to get going. Later, Bruce. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, and thanks for sharing your work. Good for sport photography. What, the R6V is not the R. Listen, I don't. The R6V is a video camera. Can it shoot photos? Yes, but it's a video camera, dude. As a beginner, is the 6700 good? Hell yeah, dude. That XM5 is 69 for 7 days with insurance. Yeah, dude. Yeah, totally worth it, dude. Naga Corporation, are you in the United States? You're like, I'm not leaving here without. Yeah, dude. Exactly, Julia. Exactly. I told the guy because he was like, sorry, we can't give it to you. And like, I looked at him directly and I was like, all right, so we have to figure something out because I just came here. You guys just called me. I asked you, are you sure? They said yes. So can we figure something out? And then that's when he said, let me go call my boss or let me go call the owner. And then he went in the back, called the owner. And I'm just kind of walking around because everybody knows me there because I'm there at least a couple times a quarter. I used to go at least once a month. But I know everybody's names. They might not know my name, but I spend a lot of money there. And 5, 15, 20, 30 seconds later, he comes back and he has the box in his hand. And that's when he said, my boss said, sorry, we shouldn't have done that. But if you promise not to post anything today, we'll give it to you. So that was that. Yeah, I'm in the US. Yeah, that's a reasonable price, dude. The reason why I ask Naga Corporation is because in the United States is unlike any other country in terms of camera rentals. The rest of the world is not very affordable to rent cameras. So the US for some reason is very, very reasonably priced. So yeah, that price is pretty decent. Where are you getting it from? Lens Rentals? Opinions on Sony? I like Sony. Sony A9 II or the A7 V for sports? A9 II for sure. Netflix approved. The R6V is not Netflix approved yet. It might not ever be. The C50 is Netflix approved though. What off-camera flash? Something from Godox. Peaceful living. 12 people in TikTok. Guys, if you guys have not followed me on TikTok, please do so. I'm trying to get to 10K. I'm trying to get to 10K by the end of the month. I don't know if we'll get there, but if you haven't followed already, please consider doing so. On YouTube, if you guys are hanging out there and you guys haven't subbed, please consider doing so. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subs over on YouTube. I think we can get there. We're at 4,300. If you guys aren't subscribed on YouTube, I've been posting a lot of content over there. Long form videos, more like in-depth stuff. Please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. I would really appreciate it. Trevor Jolin, what's up, Trevor? Dude, I'm new to all of this and lens prices are insane. Any recommendations for the 67? Yeah, for sure. And Kidu, it just depends on what you're trying to do, dude. But the Sony lenses, there's a lot of Sony options, dude. And returns. Ask me about the time I did an Amazon rental thing at store in Japan. Yeah, lens rentals. I'm gonna go pick it up in person and make sure there's no problems. Lens rentals is pretty legit, dude. Lens rentals is pretty legit. They're pretty reputable, so. Can I use the Canon R50 with a Canon 18-200 for a video vlog? Yeah, 18 is gonna be a little tight. What content do you shoot? Talking head, gear reviews, all kinds of stuff. And Kidu, just depends on the price, bro. Like, you know, a lot of money to you might not be a lot of money to me or to somebody else, right? So like, be specific about how much money you have and how much money you're willing to spend. If you can only spend a couple $100, you know, your options are very limited. Like 300, 500 USD. Yeah, your options are pretty limited, bro, but I do have a lot of stuff on my Amazon storefront where I have see, I have some lenses there that you might be interested in. On TikTok, if you guys are on TikTok, the way that you get to my page is you hit my little profile image, and then I have a link here, and then I have an Amazon button. That Amazon button will take you to my storefront, and then I have lens recommendations here. And for Sony, I recommend these lenses right here. These are really, really nice, dude. Oh, look, they're on sale too. Wow, holy shit, dude. Yo, check this out. So this is a crazy price right now. 3 lenses for the Sony APS-C sensors for under $600, dude. That price is wild. How much is this? This is a lot more money, but even this is a good deal. But, and this right here, this is probably like 400 bucks. Look at this. These lenses right here, fucking awesome lenses, dude. If I was you, I would be getting this kit right here for $559. Hell yeah, dude. That's a great price right there. Yeah, I own all 5 of those lenses, and those are really nice. What's my favorite cam? Probably the R6V, the R50V before this. I think the R6V, after I use it for a couple of weeks, will probably be my most recommended video camera. You ever use the ZVE one? I have not. Good ass prices, yeah. Shot by Crimson. What kit is that? The Sure kit. Yeah, these lenses are on sale right now, and those prices, I've never seen them that low. Those prices are wild, dude. Not even gonna lie. When I saw this, I was like, $500? No way. But yeah, $500 for those lenses are crazy, dude. Yeah, these are inexpensive lenses. I should probably make a video on that. Yeah, the Sure lenses, they're just cheap lenses. They're good. Good cheap lenses. I like them. Do you like Sony or Canon? Canon, definitely. My underwhelming reality. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Has PGY Tech sent you anything? Yeah, they sent me a bunch of stuff. Lately they sent me some stuff for the DJI Osmo Pocket bags. They haven't sent me any bags recently. K&F Concept has been sending me some stuff, and I also got a new webcam today. Yeah, I got a new webcam today from eMeet. So this just came in the mail today, and K&F Concept has been sending me. They sent me 2 bags. But yeah, eventually, I've said this a couple of times, eventually I'm going to be giving a lot of this stuff away because I just can't. I'm going to continue. If any brand wants to give me stuff, I'm going to say yes. Let me do it. Let me do a review on it. You know, I'll make a video for you. But eventually, I'm going to have to start giving that stuff away. The PGY Tech 1 Go Lite 22. Which one do I have? I have one of them, but I forget which one I have. Let me see. The one that they sent me was my favorite bag right now is this one though. I've been using this as my everyday carry lately. This Brevity bag. They also sent me this. Brevity did. This is a really nice bag. I've been using it every day. But they sent me this one. They sent me the 22 liter one. Is this the one you're talking about? This is the One Go Light. But I don't know if it's the one you're talking about. This was pretty good. Mine is this. Yeah, mine is this one, the 22 liter. Yeah, another is pretty solid. I don't use it for every day though because it doesn't fit my laptop. I have a big hefty ass laptop, and the bag that I've been using is actually, I got it right here. This is my everyday bag. And that bag fits my my editing laptop. So that's why I prefer it over the and this one looks a little bit less like a camera bag, so I kind of like it. It's a little bit more discreet. The only thing that bugs me is that clip. I have the 16 liter, but I just use my iPad. Yeah, the 16 liter is nice too. Yeah, iPad is, yeah, if you can fit an iPad on there, but it's a nice little bag. But again, my most used bag right now, my EDC is definitely this one. This Brevity backpack. Using Low Pro. Low Pro, I've seen their stuff around too. Heather, I'm buying the R. Nice. Which one? Just the Canon R? The Canon R is still valid, dude. Any camera, man. The getting into the mirrorless world is nice. Any budget $100 $350 camera recommendations? Casual shooting, mostly nature and street. Not really. Not for $350. Nothing that I would really recommend. Actually, you know what? The R100. The R100 recently went on sale. Oh, actually, I think I have it right around here. I think I do. The Canon R100. I know I talk a lot of shit about it, but I talked a lot of shit about the R100 because it was expensive for what it is. But it recently dropped in price, and it's actually not a bad deal anymore. Where is it? Do I have it here? Here it is. Look at this. R100. $379 body only. At this price is wild. Yeah, R100 for $379 that's a decent price. I'm using the R100 up here too. This is the R100 camera, and I mean it's pretty good, pretty decent. At $380, it's a really nice camera. But anything, this camera used to be $500. At $500, those motherfuckers were smoking something. At $370, $380, pretty reasonable. Upgrading from a T6, yeah, that's gonna be a huge Dynasty. What's up, man? That's a huge upgrade, Heather. Low key, returning extra Muse is like $400. Probably gonna pick it up. DJI RS4 Mini. Oh, the RS4 Mini's on sale too. I thought I saw that on sale as well. Right? Was that on sale, you guys? The RS4 Mini. It makes me feel like the RS5 is coming out soon. The RS5 Mini. Yeah, look at this, dude. Look at this fucking price right here. I would definitely get the combo. But look at this price, $319 for one of the best gimbals available. This is a wild price. 319 bucks? Shit. I paid like 500 bucks for it. I picked up the R100 with a kit lens on Facebook Marketplace, paid 200 for the R. I remember, dude. Gotta love an STM package, Prime deals. These look like Prime deals to me. Yeah, for sure. Because this price right here, like I said, $319 for this gimbal. I own this gimbal. This gimbal is great. Just make sure to check the payload on it. But it's a great camera. I think my Lumix S1E2 will be here tomorrow or Saturday. So nice, dude. Congratulations. OM seems to track so much better. I don't think so. I think DJI takes the cake. What's your budget wedding setup with the R50? I like the R50 for sure. Are you talking about lenses, G baby? Like what lens would I use for a wedding with the R50? Depends on how much money you got. How much money you got, G baby? How much are you looking to spend? You talking about a lens, I assume? Because I have all of the Sigma lenses. $1,500 to spend with an R50? Like that's the camera you want to buy? Does the $1,500 include or $1,500 for just the lens? Or is that the camera and lens? Already have the R50 with the 50 and a 135. Oh, dude, if you already have those lenses, I would get this lens, G baby. This Sigma 17 to 40. But you pretty much, I mean, you up late, dog. Not the 135, but 35. Yeah. I mean, dude, if you just want one lens for a wedding, this is the lens that you want. I just picked up that Sigma. Oh yeah, this lens right here, I have it right here. I don't, no, I don't. This lens, the 17 to 40 f1.8 art lens, this is the fucking lens, dude. This, if you can afford this guy, 900 bucks, this is the lens, dude. It does come with a hood, and it's also weather sealed. On the R50, this is a great lens. Probably my all-time favorite lens of all time. This guy right here, the Sigma 17 to 40 f1.8. Okay, I was about to get the 28 to 70. Nah, fuck no. That's the STM one. Granted, the 28 to 70, the f2.8, that one is, you know what though? Tamron. So hold on, G baby, hold on. If you're looking at a 2.8 lens, hold on a fucking second. A new lens just dropped today from Tamron. This lens right here. They just added this. This is a 17 to 70 f2.8. It's not an f1.8. It's an f2.8. But this lens right here retails for $700. This is a decent lens too. Not gonna lie. It is a 2.8, which is still great. But you know, if you're looking for like that crazy, soft, super smooth, bokeh, buttery backgrounds, you're gonna want to get that Sigma. Seen it, but I need it by July. This isn't out yet? I thought this was out already. I thought this was available now. When is this supposed to drop? That's good info. I thought this was available like soon. July 2nd is filming. It's dropping July 2nd. So next week. Are you, G baby, are you in the United States? I would rent it. I would rent the Sigma. Wait, are you talking about the R6V? I'm trying to buy soon. I'm a Sony guy, but this is next level. Yeah, we are talking about the R6V. Dustin haters off. Did a sports portrait with it, Chris. Oh yeah. Dude, the 17, Michelle, what camera do you have? The 17 to 40, dude. I tell anybody that's like wants a fucking phenomenal lens for like a lot of versatility, that 17 to 40 is the way to go, in my opinion. Yeah, Tamron is a little different. Tamron definitely has different optical qualities. That's why they're cheap. You know, there's a reason why lenses are cheaper than other. Maybe wrong, but I could have swore it said July. It does say July 2nd. So you're right about that. Yes, Maryland. What I would do, G baby, if you're in the United States, is I would check out lensrentals.com. Lensrentals.com, and then I would check out the Sigma 17. In the United States, dude, renting is like really reasonably priced. Like, look at this, dude. You can rent this for the Canon R8. I don't know if you can see this price, but check out this price. $58 for 7 days, dude. Like what? You know what I mean? So like if you can just get by, and renting for lenses that cost over 800, 900 bucks, dude, I tell people rent them. Chances are that you're going to love it. You know, chances are that you're going to love it, but it sounds like you haven't decided just yet. And like renting this, and for people that are in the States, I always tell them, dude, take advantage of being able to rent, because everywhere else in the world, literally, maybe besides Hawaii and Alaska, but everywhere else in the world, it's incredibly expensive to rent lenses. Here in the United States, we're fucking spoiled. So for 58 bucks, rent it for 7 days. You get to go to your wedding. You get to practice with it. You get to see if you like it. And then you get to return it. And then you can make a decision. Do I really want to spend 900 bucks on this lens later on? You know what I mean? So yeah, in the United States, if you can, rent. It's a 1.8. Damn. Oh yeah, dude, it's a great lens for sure. It's a Dustin. It's a crop sensor lens though. It's not a full frame. Oh, it's a phenomenal lens, but it's a crop sensor lens. Definitely will be renting. What's that site again? Lensrentals.com. Lensrentals.com, and they have the Lens Rentals is pretty legit. They send it to you out like in a little baby Pelican case. They include shipping. I've only used them once, and I've had a great experience with them. And then everybody else that I send to them come back with the exact same feedback. Like, yeah, it's a great. So if you're ever thinking of purchasing like a Canon R6 or like an expensive camera later on that's like 3,000-4,000, fucking rent them. And like a Canon R6 Mark III is like, here, let's look up Canon R6 III. Renting these big boy cameras is a little bit more expensive, but it's definitely not as like wild as let's see, Canon R6. Let's see if we can find it. R6 III. Here we go. Look, 160 bucks, dude. If you ever wanted to rent like, that's crazy. You can rent this top of the line premier camera, Canon R6 III, 7 days for 160 bucks. Like what? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? So yo, Vic, did I tell you I picked up my 28 to 70? Ooh, that's nice, dude. That's a good price. 750 is legit. That lens is what, like $1,100? Not R6V worthy then? I mean, it'll be fine on the R6V for sure. It's just a crop sensor lens. It's a crop lens. Thank you, bro. I'm gonna rent the 17 to 40 if they have it. Yeah, make sure to, if you want to rent it, because if you're on a time crunch, G baby, make sure that you time it out properly, because it's gonna take you 2-3 days to get it, right? So, you know, get on it. What lens do you recommend? Dustin, I have a bunch of lenses on my my TikTok link in bio. If you want to go check them out, all of the lenses that I own are in my link in bio, just my Amazon storefront. But I own all of these lenses and I can talk about all of them. They're all pretty great, dude. R8 for sure. Probably have a 800 to 1,000 to spend after I buy the R6V. Oh, nice. Yeah, there's plenty of lenses that you can choose from then. If I rent a camera and it's good, I'm gonna have to buy one. Shake my head. Well, see, that's the thing. Listen, G baby, there's professional photographers that like rent all their gear. They don't even own any cameras. They just rent their lenses and rent their cameras for like a weekend or two, make $3,000-$4,000, and then they return it, you know. SWVA shop. Yo, I was thinking about you, bro. Shouldn't you be in Portugal? That's where you're going, right? Europe, somewhere in Europe. I did want to ask you, were you planning on shipping before or after your vacation? Saturday, Switzerland. Got it. I knew it was coming up. Yes, I like 28 to 75. What's the cost though? 28 to 70. That one's about $1,200. G baby, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Thanks for following. Yeah, I can look for a used. That's a good idea. Yeah, check used. Wow, yeah, that may be the smart move. Yeah, people do it all the time. Before, bet. I'm gonna be rocking it, dude. It's starting to get hot over here in Philly. Chris Garcia, what's up, broski? How are you? What's up? G baby, lens rentals. Just Google lensrentals.com. Here it is. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I send everybody to this website, lensrentals.com. Anybody that's in the United States, rent your gear. Rent your gear before you buy it. It's like test driving before you actually commit to something, right? Hat is stitched out. Just need to press the bottom and do the shirt. Been trying to get all set. All right, bet. Yeah, it didn't matter, SWVA, if you sent it before or after. I knew that you were going to be gone for 10 days. And I forgot to ask. Because, dude, I finished up a project. Dude, I was really happy. I recorded a theatrical play with my C50, and that video came out really good, dude. I turned it in, and the client loved the video. But why I'm mentioning that, SWVA, is because I wish I would have had my hat. Or my shirt, because everybody was asking me about my contact info, and like I just like, man, I wish I had that hat. I was using my card, my QR code, but still, like, if I had that hat and I could show it to people, or like, you know, a shirt with my QR code on it, that would have been fucking money. Mark Bill Maranon, what's up, broski? How are you, Mark? Reality Sigma 18 to 50 shot by Crimson. You know what though, bro? Now that the Tamron came out, bro, this lens is looking pretty great, dude. I probably won't get rid of my Sigma 18 to 50 because I like that lens a lot. But if I didn't have the 18 to 50, I would definitely pick up this Tamron next time. Yeah, and the project SWVA, that project with the theater, the theatrical play, it's like gonna be ongoing for like several months. So there'll be more opportunities. And I'm gonna be rocking that shirt. If I like the shirt, bro, I'm gonna order like a whole pack of them. I hope you don't mind. I hope that you can accommodate that. Because if it works, and so my test on it is going to be if I can wear it and if I can wash it and it doesn't I don't want to say fade, but the print doesn't come off, I'm going to order a whole pack of them. When will they release full frame RF third party lenses? It's more about the third party makers that they don't want to make the full frame lenses. Canon has publicly come out and said, hey, they can make it. Sigma and Tamron can make them, but they're choosing not to yet. The bokeh is what throws me off, though. Maybe they may not care. Yeah, yeah. At that price, dude, you know, at that price, some people might not care. Peel. Yeah, peel. Exactly. Why, though? Well, Mark, it's more about like logistics and production lines. And also they'd have to the RF lineup is they'd have to retool and machine and like get new equipment to make lenses for the RF mount. And like Canon can take on that cost, obviously, but for a third-party maker like Sigma and Tamron, they're making a business decision not to invest in full frame RF glass because they're just not there yet. But I think that they will eventually. That's why you see the Sigma and Tamron doing some APS-C lenses first for RF, but they're slowly over the years, they're trickling them out. So it's not on Canon that is blocking. Canon does block and like only sell their license of their mount to Sigma and Tamron. And Tamron and Sigma are making business decisions not to make full frame RF glass just yet. So that's that. But you guys, thank you so much for hanging out today. If you're on TikTok and haven't followed yet, please do so. I'm going to be back tomorrow morning, bright and early at the ass crack of dawn. For those of you guys over on YouTube, I appreciate you guys hanging out. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We're really trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of next month, and I could use your help to get there. My 2 hours are up tonight, guys. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Adios.